Alright, hopefully I am back. Hopefully I am back. Apologies for that. Had a little bit of a, looks like a bit of a circuit breaker moment there. And had to jump back into the server. So, see, power shutting down momentarily has ended the stream and means I've had to, well, the computer's restarted. So, just loading back into the game now. I'm not sure how many laps there are to go. So I'll have to refer to EOL live races, although I do believe lap 5 of 11, according to my, well, on the screen it actually says it's 5 of 11. Live races says the same thing. As we come back live, Redmond in the lead. It says Turmo has a penalty of some kind. Now, first to have broken away, we're not going to have a timing bar on the left-hand side. But Redmond across the start-finish line. Fast lap of 17.0 with Ross not too far behind. Turmo in the pits. That's going to elevate Ben Hall now into P3 ahead of Laszlo Teglas. Lockie Lock has got Zach Brown all over him. And Zach Brown having a really good run here. He's probably his best run since he's joined the group. And he's not able to get the move done into turn 1, but he's right there, and Rhodey not too far away from the top 5 here. So commentators aren't meant to be biased, but I hope he gets it here. I hope these two cars in front either just fence each other and Rhodey gets in the top 5, or maybe, you know, some other drivers pick up some drive-through penalties, like, I don't know, maybe Tim Redmond and Ben Hall and Laszlo Teglas and something like that. And, you know, he's able to elevate himself into the top 5 there. So, yeah, once again, do apologise for the technical issue there. As we see Zach Brown having a bit of a driving technical issue there, just losing the rear and ending up on the grass, but able to get through that last complex okay, albeit a little bit wide off that final corner, and Rhodey able to close in as fastest lap of the race, 16.9. That's a very quick lap time from Tim Redmond up at the front. Rhodey's got the drive here, not close enough to make a move into turn 1, which in his case is probably a good thing. So he doesn't get ahead of himself here. Bit of a wobble and drift into turn 1. Instead of getting on the brakes, he just needs to get on the throttle, or keep the throttle on, but just not as much. As just in front, Zach Brown having a look into turn 2. There's a bit of a wobble there for Lockie. Lockie's going to be wide. They're going to be side by side through turn 3 here. And a bit of biff and barge. That's getting Rhodey into play here. As Lockie Lock's going to have to defend the outside. Coming into the dogleg. Moves over on Zach Brown here. So these two racing hard. Rhodey's got the run through the chicane. And he's cut the he's got himself. Oh my God, Rhodey! He's got himself a drive-through. So too many cuts, and eventually you'll bleed to death. And well, he's looking a bit ghastly and a bit pale, old Rhodey, because he's cut himself one too many times this time. While he's in a fantastic position, and well, he's going to have to serve that, of course, within 3 laps. So that is very frustrating, and it was actually a good battle out on the circuit that's now come to an end. So I might even go and give Rhodey a 30-second stop-go penalty just for ruining that battle as well. He will continue to fight it for a couple laps before he has to serve it, but of course means nothing. As Rhodey has a look, and now Zach Brown having a big dive into turn 2. Rhodey gives him just enough. Zach Brown gives him a slight tap to let him know he's there, and then takes the position. And all this battling is allowing Christian Alvarez to get back into the game as well. Behind, we've got Taipan and Mike Coulson duking it out for 9th place. And Cracker looking to recover after starting from the pits in the previous one. Just cut to this battle here for P5. At the moment, it's the only real meaningful battle on the circuit. Although it looks like Lockie Lock just starting to drive away from Zach Brown now after coming under pressure. Rhodey still continuing to run out there. Of course, he will be in the pits in the next lap or two to serve drive-through penalty. For, once again, being a little bit too greedy. There's Brown deep under brakes and into the back and around. And that's what I was talking about. If Rhodey had been patient, that would have happened. And he would have got himself a free position. And instead, a little bit too gung-ho and decides to go and cut ye old chicane. So that incident has cost Zach Brown a few positions, and it's going to cost him more there as Taipan goes around him, and Coulston might get around him again. Yes, he does. And he better look out because Cracker isn't slow and could lose himself a top 10 here. Taipan defensive into the last corner. Coulston trying the late apex, and oh dear, that's bad driving from Brown there. Really, that's fucking shithouse. Got a door that's always closing in front of you, and I'll stick my nose there anyway and not lift and then just drive into the back of it. Not very good awareness, and Rhodey into the pits. And to prevent himself from speeding, he's done a smart thing. He's just kept it in first gear. I think he's just kept it in first gear and keeping it under 40 kilometers per hour, which of course is the pit lane speed limit. These cars do not have a speed limiter, so they have to manually drive at 40 kilometers or under. Right, Taipan and Coulston now with we see Zach Brown making his mistake and Rhodey cutting the circuit and getting a penalty has elevated these guys now into the top 10 quite safely, but they've got to look out for Cracker behind. He's caught them quite a bit on that last lap, and he's right behind the camel toe racing driver of Mike Coulston. Some good hard racing between the two old timers out there, and Coulston holding on for now, and Taipan just able to edge away on that last lap. A little bit further ahead. Not a timing glitch here, but Brendan Ross is in the lead. So Tim Redmond has tanked this race deliberately here. He's tanked. Yeah, what is... yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. It says Redmond's first and Ross is second, but Ross is clearly ahead of him on the racetrack, so I'm not sure what's going on here. In fact, the race may have finished, and I just haven't known it. In fact, it has finished. So I do apologise. I didn't have the timing up on my other screen, and I did have a game crash midway through. So yeah, Tim Redmond coming home, taking the win, ahead of Brendan Ross, with Laszlo Teglas finally getting on the podium. And he had a fairly solid night in the top 5 pretty much all night long, and picking up a podium in that last one. Ben Hall home in 4th place ahead of Lockie Lock and Christian Alvarez. We have Taipan in 7th, Coulston home in 9th, Coulston in 8th, Cracker in 9th, Zach Brown finishing out the top 10, Luke Joyner in 11th place, Turbo in 12th, bit of a disaster for him. And then we have Darren Loughnane 13th, Matt Cecil in 14th, Rhodey a disappointing 15th. Everybody was cheering him on, and he stuffed it up. So Rhodey, if you do watch this back, I'm greatly disappointed in you. You had a top 5 there, and you threw it away. Melody Smith home in 16th with Nathan Higginson. Not sure what happened there. He must have just parked it after his drive-through penalty. But that's all 4 races done and dusted. Again, do apologise for the little crash in the stream there. But that will do us. Of course, we'll be back next week. Let me go and double check the calendar. So, Queensland Raceway will be the full circuit, not the stupid club. I don't know why you'd make that circuit even sure what it is, but officials at Queensland Raceway thought it'd be a good idea. As Turbo blows his engine up and sets up a barbie down there in the pit lane, so get your snags and burgers and onion rings, all that stuff ready. But yeah, next week, Queensland Raceway. Should be a bit of a cracker. Lots of slipstreaming. Should be pretty close. And, of course, we will see Nathan Higginson sideways. Rossi having people wobble in front of him and then ruining his own race. And hopefully we'll see Rody get a top 5. That'd be pretty mega. But he's got to stop standing on his own feet. But anyway, from myself, Lewis Wedding, and from everybody, the admin team here at Australasian Sim Racing, hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast of the Copper Classic Summer Series. See you next week.